everyone, and welcome back to English Podcast Avenue. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Marcus. So glad you're joining us today.
Today, we are tackling one of the trickiest parts of learning English, prepositions.
Oh yes, those tiny little words that somehow cause so much confusion. I'm talking about words like in, on, at, by, for, with, between.
Exactly. They're small words, but they carry a lot of meaning. And if you use the wrong one, it can completely change what you're saying, or just sound a bit odd.
Right, like there's a big difference between saying I'm at the airport and I'm in the airport.
Ooh, great example already. We'll come back to that. But first, Marcus, can you quickly explain what a preposition actually is for any listeners who might be new to the term?
Sure, a preposition is a word that shows the relationship between a noun and another word in the sentence. It tells us things like position, time, direction, or how things are connected. For example, the book is on the table. On is the preposition. It tells us where the book is.
Perfect. Simple and clear. Now let's dive in, starting with the big three: in, on, and at.
Okay, so let's talk about place first. When do we use in, on, and at to describe where something is?
Great. Let's think of it like levels. In is for enclosed spaces or areas, places that surround you on all sides, like she's in the kitchen, we live in London, there's a fly in my soup.
Hopefully not. So in is for being inside something, a room, a city, a country.
Exactly. Now on is for surfaces. Think of something sitting on top of another thing. The phone is on the desk. There's a bird on the roof. I have a stain on my shirt.
So on equals touching a surface. Got it. And at?
At is for specific points or locations, usually a particular place or address. I'll meet you at the cafe. She works at the hospital. We're at number 42 Baker Street.
So now let me go back to your earlier example, at the airport versus in the airport. What's the difference?
Great question. If you say, I'm at the airport, it means you're at that general location, maybe outside, maybe just arrived, the airport as a destination. But I'm in the airport means you're literally inside the building.
Ah, so at is more general and in is more specific. You're physically inside.
Exactly. Here's another one. She's at school means she's there for school activities, but she's in school can mean she's enrolled as a student, or she's physically inside the building.
Context matters so much in English, doesn't it? Okay, what about on a bus versus in a car? Why do we say those differently?
Oh, this one confuses a lot of learners. We say on for public transport, on a bus, on a train, on a plane, because there's space to move around. But we say in for smaller enclosed vehicles, in a car, in a taxi, in a lift.
That's a really helpful tip. On for public transport, in for private enclosed vehicles. Let's say it together for our listeners.
On a bus, on a train, on a plane.
In a car, in a taxi, in a lift.
Yes, perfect. Now let's talk about time.
All right, now let's talk about time. In, on, and at are also used for talking about when something happens, and the rules are a little different from place.
Yes, this is where a lot of people mix things up. But there's a simple pattern. Think of it like going from large to small.
Large to small, what do you mean?
In is for the largest periods of time, months, years, seasons, centuries. I was born in 1995. We go on holiday in summer. The project will finish in March.
So in is for longer general periods of time. Then on.
On is for specific days and dates. I have a meeting on Monday. Her birthday is on the 5th of June. We met on Christmas Day.
On for days. And then at. I'm guessing that's for the most specific times.
Exactly. At is for clock times and very specific moments. The film starts at 8 o'clock. We eat dinner at 7. I'll see you at noon.
So let me just summarize. In for long periods, months, years, seasons. On for days and dates. At for specific clock times.
That's it. And here's a fun sentence to remember all three. The party is at 7 o'clock on Saturday in July.
Ooh, that's brilliant. One sentence with all three. Let's repeat that for our listeners.
The party is at 7 o'clock on Saturday in July.
Perfect. But wait, there are some exceptions, right? Like at night or at the weekend?
Yes, great catch. We say at night, not in night or on night. And in British English, we say at the weekend, though Americans say on the weekend. Also, at Christmas, at Easter. These are used more like points in time, not specific days.
So some expressions are just fixed. You have to learn them individually.
Right. And we also say in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, but at night. A little inconsistent, but that's English for you.
Classic English, always a surprise.
Okay, now let's move on to some other prepositions that people find tricky. Things like for, since, by, with, and between versus among.
Yes, for and since are ones I see mixed up all the time, especially by people learning English who speak Spanish, French, or Italian.
Right. Both for and since are used with the present perfect tense to talk about duration, but they work differently. For is used with a length of time. I have lived here for 3 years. She's been working for 6 hours.
So for tells you how long, and since.
Since tells you the starting point, a specific moment when something began. I have lived here since 2021. She's been working since 9 a.m.
So for 3 years, how long, since 2021, when it started. Can I try one? I haven't eaten since breakfast.
Not quite. You'd say I haven't eaten since breakfast because breakfast is the starting point. Or I haven't eaten for 5 hours, the length of time.
Ah, right. Since is a starting point, so it has to be a specific time or event. Since breakfast, since Monday, since I arrived.
Exactly. Okay, let's do by. This one has a few uses. First, deadlines. Please finish the report by Friday. It means no later than Friday.
So by is like a deadline word. I'll be home by 10. Not after 10, but at or before.
Right. By is also used to show how something is done. I came by bus. The novel was written by Jane Austen. You can pay by card.
Okay, what about with? That one seems straightforward. I went with my friend, but it can get more complicated, right?
It can. With shows accompaniment, going somewhere with someone, but it also shows the tool you use. Cut it with a knife. She wrote it with a pencil. And with can describe characteristics too. The man with the blue hat.
Oh, that's interesting. The woman with the red back, with links her to the back she has.
Exactly. Now, between versus among. Quick rule. Between for 2 things, among for more.
The secret is between you and me. 2 people, so between. She was sitting among her friends, many friends, so among.
Perfect. Though technically, between can be used for more than 2 things if they are individually named, like negotiations between the USA, UK, and France.
So if you name them separately, you still use between. Among is more when things are unnamed or grouped together.
Exactly. Among the crowd, between John, Sarah, and Peter.
Okay, I love this part. Let's go through some classic prepositional mistakes that English learners make and how to fix them.
Yes. Mistake number 1, saying I am agree, instead of saying I agree. Agree is a verb. It doesn't need be or a preposition before it.
Mistake number 2, she is married with him. Wrong. You are married to someone. She is married to him.
Mistake number 3, I arrived to London. The correct preposition is in. I arrived in London. But you can say I arrived at the airport, a specific point.
Number 4, we discussed about the plan. No preposition needed. We discussed the plan. The verb discuss already includes the idea of talking about something.
Number 5, saying I am boring when you mean I am bored. Oh wait, that's adjectives, not prepositions, but still worth knowing.
Let's stay on track. Now, quiz time. I'll give a sentence with a blank, and listeners, try to answer before Sarah does.
Oh, I love a challenge. Go ahead.
Number 1, I have been studying English blank 5 years, for or since.
4, because 5 years is a length of time, not a starting point.
Correct. Number 2, she always reads blank bed. In or on?
In bed, you're inside the bed, surrounded by blankets.
Right again. Okay, tricky one. Number 3. The meeting is blank Monday, blank 3 p.m. Fill in both blanks.
On Monday at 3 p.m. Day gets on, clock gets at.
Brilliant. Last one, number 4. Can you keep this secret just blank you and me?
Between only 2 people, you and me.
Sarah is on fire today, full marks. Before we wrap up, Sarah, what are your top tips for learners trying to master prepositions?
Great question. Tip 1, don't try to translate prepositions directly from your own language. English prepositions don't always match up, so it's better to learn them in context.
So learn the whole phrase, not just the word.
Exactly. Interested in, good at, married to. Learn them as chunks. Tip 2, read